With my vision, I'll guide you all to victory. Sounds great!
What's up, guys? Katie3 here. So, I've been getting a lot of questions from the people who saw my broken builds videos, asking how to make some of these builds. So, today I'm going to start making videos showcasing me building some of these really strong personas. And today we're going to start with what I consider the ultimate support persona in this game, Orpheus female. With the way I have her built, I usually start my battles with her to get lengthy party buffs before I swap to a persona that's stronger to do damage. So this is the persona that we're going to be showcasing the creation of. This is Orpheus female. So you're probably wondering what the difference between the male and female versions are. So I'm going to go into my compendium so I can show you guys. All right, so as you can see, this one has a skill called Cadenza, which restores 50% HP and increases accuracy / evasion for your whole team. Now let's look at Orpheus female, so I can show you why I have this one leveled up and built up and stuff, and I don't have this one. Okay.
Is this okay?
So this is the one I have, and as you can see, there's a skill here called Neo Cadenza. This one restores 50% HP for the whole party, and it increases attack, defense, and accuracy and evasion. I don't know why they made them like this, but regular Orpheus is pretty much obsolete just off this skill alone, and you cannot, these are not skills that you can pass down. So if you want to use these skills, you have to use these personas. And the craziest part is, if you have Spellmaster, this only costs 12 SP. See, I don't have Spellmaster on this persona just because like my character is really strong and I don't have to worry about SP too much, so I don't use it. But if you want it, you can have it, and it makes the cost of this skill 12 SP, which is really good. So in order to build this persona the way we want to build it, we can't just take it out of the compendium because it doesn't have the proper trait. You're gonna have to make this persona normally. And so if you want the Wealth of Lotus trait, there's a certain persona you're gonna need because only one persona has this trait. I'm gonna show you which one in the compendium really quick. The persona is called Lakshmi. So that's the one we need to find. There it is, Lakshmi. It has a trait called Wealth of Lotus, which increases the period of support skills cast on your allies by 2 turns. This also applies to you. So when you cast Neo Cadenza, you're getting buffed for like 5 turns. So this is the one you're gonna want. Some people will say just use Positive Thoughts, but Positive Thoughts only works on Joker. We want the whole party buffed up, especially with the build that I have. If you want Lakshmi, you're gonna have to max out the Fortune Confidant, which is the best Confidant in the game, so you should be focusing on that Confidant anyway. If you want to learn how to max out Confidants as fast as possible, I have a guide in the top right corner, along with other tutorials for anything else you may need. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you max out Fortune so you can make this persona.
May luck
be
on your side.
I turned the alarm off because with all the fusing we need to do, using the alarm is not appropriate for this setting. So we're going to start fusing.
Awaken, you're performing
so first, you need to make Lakshmi, of course.
Do you truly need this?
With Abaddon and Garuda.
Choose which skill to inherit?
We already have Wealth of Lotus, but alright, I don't care what skills we have because we're not saving this. So we're gonna skip this. Alright, Lakshmi has been made. So this next part is a bit tricky because with Lakshmi, you can't actually make Orpheus female using any combination of persona. That's why I have all these personas you see here. So we're gonna have to do quite a bit of fusing in order to make a Orpheus female with the Wealth of Lotus trait. So first, we have to fuse Lakshmi with Jack-o'-lantern to create power.
Choose which skill to inherit?
Make sure you pass down the trait every time you fuse. I do not care about the skills because we will not be saving these. This is my old PS4 save that pretty much has everything on it, so that's why I'm not really paying too much attention to detail because I'm not saving anything that we're doing here. So So there we go. It's got Wealth of Lotus. Do not care. Do not care. Actually, that Null Curse could come in handy since Orpheus female is weak to dark skills. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is fuse power with Arsene to make Fuki. Pass down Wealth of Lotus, of course. Whatever skills, doesn't matter. Alright, next you're going to fuse Fuki with Pixie to create Phoenix. Pass down Wealth of Lotus again, of course. I really hope a mistake does not happen while I'm doing this, because then I'm going to have to start all over. But the chances are very unlikely. Especially since I turned the alarm off. Alright. Next, we will fuse Mandrake with Phoenix to create Orpheus female Picaro, sorry.
Choose which skill to inherit.
Oops. Wealth of Lotus. Does not matter what we pass down. And there it is. Orpheus female Picaro with Wealth of Lotus. And don't worry, Picaro has Neo Cadenza. As long as it's the female one, you should be fine. Now, normally you would be done here, but if you want the regular version of Orpheus female like I have, you want to fuse Orpheus Picaro with High Pixie.
Do you truly need this?
I can't make it because I already have this persona. So what I'm not even gonna delete it. Steps done, you see it. We can make Orpheus female with Wealth of Lotus. So that's pretty much the steps completed. The next step I'm going to show you is how to get all the skills you want on Orpheus female. So what I'm going to do is
may luck be on your side.
I'm going to reload the save. Because we need the alarm to get some of these. So we're gonna go back in here. And I'm gonna show you which personas. So we're doing skill cards because doing Gallows takes too much time. So I'm gonna show you which personas have the skill cards that you want. Alright, so we got Neo Cadenza, of course. 50% HP, buffs for the whole party. Wealth of Lotus, which increases the buff's durations by 2 turns. Then we have, you see these auto skills? This is pretty much all the buffs you can get. This is why you always want to start fights with this persona, because once you go in, you've pretty much got Heat Riser on the entire party for 5 turns, and you haven't even done anything yet. Next we have Drain Curse, of course, because this persona is weak to curse skills, and Repel Elec, which, you know, it's also weak to Zeo, so you're going to want something to combat that. Debilitate for debuffing, I thought it would be appropriate because, you know, this is strictly a support persona. And I have Enduring Soul just because I'm probably never going to use it, but having alternatives, like having the other alternatives wasn't really a big deal, but if you want alternatives to replace skills like Debilitate or Enduring Soul, because you don't want to replace these other skills. So if you replace either of these, you're going to want either Concentrate or Spellmaster, because Spellmaster will make Neo Cadenza 12 SP instead of 24. And if you have Concentrate, you can pass that or charge, whatever you want to do. You could pass Concentrate or charge along with your buffs to a stronger persona so they can do a ton of damage. The reason I don't have charge or concentrate on this persona is because I'm at a point in the game where my party members have skills that do things like cast concentrate or charge on the entire party, so I don't have need for skills like that. I don't even need debilitate because Makoto, I'm pretty sure, can cast party-wide debilitate on the entire party with her ultimate awakened persona. So you can do whatever you want with these last 2 skills, but these are what you definitely want on this persona along with Wealth of Lotus. So now let me stop talking and I'm going to show you which personas have the skill cards you want. Also, make sure you rank up Yusuke's Confidant to make this easier for yourself. Okay, so
is this okay?
Here, look, Jatayu, you get Auto Masuku from Jatayu if you itemize it during an alarm. As you can see,
Is
Ariadne
this okay?
Picaro has Auto Maraku during an alarm. And I believe when there's no alarm, you can get Auto Mataru. So 2 of these come from Ariadne
Is this okay?
Picaro. And Auto Maraku comes from, Auto Mosku comes from Jatayu during an alarm. So that's how you get those 3 skills. So for Drain and Repel Curse, you're gonna want Addis. You see Drain Curse right there. If you want Addis, you will need to max the Hanged Man Arcana. So make sure you do that to get this persona, so that way you can itemize Drain Curse. And then for Repel Electric, which is what I have, you want Mott. So yeah, there you go. Mott has it. Don't worry, it's not actually level 82. If you want Enduring Soul, you just itemize Orpheus Female Picaro. There it is, Enduring Soul.
Is
So yeah,
this okay?
and Orpheus Female Picaro, Enduring Soul. Okay, yeah, so you have to get Spellmaster by itemizing Tsukiyomi Picaro when there is no alarm. I thought it was alarm, but ended up with Arms Master. And finally, if you want Debilitate, you're going to want to itemize Magatsu Izanagi Picaro during a fusion alarm. So a lot of these personas are DLC, so they should be really easy to get, especially if you haven't taken these personas out of the compendium yet, because then you can take them out for free. If you are against using DLC, which a lot of these personas are for these skills, you're going to have to resort to the gallows. So you're going to have to be resorting to a lot of RNG, a lot of save scumming if you don't get the skill you want. And that's going to be a lengthy process. So if that's what you want to do, go ahead, but I'm not trying to spend all that time showing y'all how to use the gallows to get the perfect skill set, because that takes way too long. I just itemize skill cards, and I have Yusuke duplicate multiple skill cards so I don't have to keep doing that. So make sure you rank Yusuke up, so once you do this, you don't ever have to do it again.
And I'm out. Later, losers.